where he should be live. Yeah, let me see. We'll see if we're live. Should be. All right. Not not been so fun, you could say. What's wrong with your voice, bro? Yeah, I'm trying to get this shit figured out. Sorry. Yeah, that's kind of why we wanted to do this. We wanted to get the fourth quarter going just to kind of reel you guys in for the post game show, which is going to be a lot of fun. Um, Dude, I was texting Chris. I'm like, bro, we got to go live this whole game. I was fiending. I was fiending to get this going, but I think it's good we waited. I think it's good we waited. So, who's been your favorite player to watch so far, Chris? Yeah, I think the first half, man. The first half, the ball movement was incredible, honestly. And then yeah, this kind of the third quarter. It seems like the third quarter is the worst time for young teams, and especially for the Wolves. We've always struggled in the third quarter. But I mean, you'd hope that we'd be a better third quarter team with Gobert and stuff. But it really is just going to take time. It is going to take time. Chris, I thought you said he was out tonight. The youngest team in the league, you could say. It is the last. Who was the first, Chris? Oh, Michael Grady. That's our guy. That's our guy, huh? Well, and just especially just seeing Ben's tweet post game was that was tough. Pre-game. You think so? No, no. I think he meant no, 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 no. That's not at all what I. No, I think he meant because it's like not his actual family, but that's how I took it. That's how I don't know. That's just why. Dave, we can confirm. Giddy, man. I watched the whole video. I watched the whole highlight video on Giddy, and it was just him like touching his hair the whole time. It was really weird. Yeah, he is. Oh yeah, they're gonna be so good, man. Noel, he's the guy keeping us in the game. He's living up to the expectations, man. What does he got? Yeah, 13, 5 for 10 field goal. I like that. There we go. Ant, bro. Ant hasn't been assertive enough. I don't think. Let's see what he can get going here. No, that's no. I guess, but it's hard. You can't. I don't know. They got to be able to play together. All of them. Yeah. All right. Sorry. I'm still trying to get this whole shit figured. Yeah, we got the playoff set up. I mean, I kind of like it. I think we'd keep it for a while. The top's slow. Yep. Got to hit that Noel. Giddy's not a shooter. We know that. As Chris goes with the. Oh, that's good. I love that. That's sick. That's a sick hoodie, man. Did you see what they were wearing? Those black t-shirts that they were wearing in warm-ups. Those are freaking sick. But I get just Timberwolves. It was like a black t-shirt with like that same Timberwolves like logo. Yeah. But they never sell that. That's the problem. They will never sell they gatekeep all the cool merch. Yeah. Remember Ant had that remember D'Lo with that when he had that sick polo at the draft party or when they announced the lottery or maybe it was Ant at someone last year. It's just sick. We should ask Doobie what polo he was wearing when he was golfing when he saw him. I mean, it's hard to see because I think Anthony Edwards is. I don't know. Just tonight. I mean, he had a double double at halftime, right? So I mean, he's got 12 rebounds, 18 points. He had that beautiful play to end the third quarter. I mean, Chris, Cat has 8 points. Supermax player. And also, Chris, I mean, I guess we haven't had the announcers on, but Ant has 5 fouls. Ant has 5 fouls and 10 points, which I mean, when Ant, Cat, and D'Lo combine for 28, that's not really a recipe for winning because Jaden and Gobert are not supposed to be our main scorers. Yep. Yes, and I mean, just look how balanced the rest of the scoring is. You got Prince with 11, Noel with 13. I mean, everyone's kind of hovering around that. If you did the average, I mean, the average is around 10 points for all the players. I mean, that's pretty good. That shows you have a solid team, which is kind of what we were expecting. Yeah, what do you think about Mike? It's a new voice. Just got to get used to it. I think that was the whole problem with Dave Benz leaving is we all just didn't want something new. All right, Chris. So there's a man with orange pants on the sideline of the. He's right by the Thunder bench. You'll see him next time we go down the other end. That's a St. John's football coach. He's got the white beard. Yep. Fun fact. Oh yeah. We see Becky England. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, we got to pull this game out, right? I mean, that's just kind of the way it should go. But this is definitely a tough. Come on, man. Come on, man. I would hope so. How far ahead are you? All right. Oh, like Darius Baisley. Has he always been number 55? Yeah, he's number 7, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Huh? Hey, Chris, just calm her down. We're doing good here. Got 9 minutes. Post game's coming up. I like the flag in the background, man. A little different than the old crucifix. Yeah, you should have that in the background always. That's true. That'd be disrespectful. All right, let's see what we can do this possession. We got D'Lo at the point. Come on. Great. I mean, you could see the threat of Gobert on the roll the whole time is the reason that D'Angelo Russell got that basket. The defender didn't know what to do. He kept looking back at Gobert. You know what I'm saying? Just his presence out there. Like even on that play, he didn't get the block. It'll come. Oh, that looked like Chris in the post right there. Gobert with the gross. Yeah, I mean this team just looks awkward, Chris. If I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, of course. I mean it's the first damn game. There's a whole new team. I mean it's not a whole new team, but you know what I'm saying. Like it makes sense that we look bad. Yeah. I mean, this honestly, this is kind of what we expected. Was this a sloppy game? Yes. This is where Pat Bev right now, Chris. You could see where we're kind of missing him. What's he got? Well, that's not Malik. Oh, don't it look like he goaltends every time he gets like an alley oop or a putback? It's just because he's so high up there. That can't be happening. Yeah, see, I mean that's why he's the best defensive player of all time. No, see that was a charge on the other end. No, Finchie never challenges, and we know that. Do they have a challenge like motion in the NBA? Because in the MLB, isn't it this? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Come on, Finchie, take a look at it. Yeah, come on, guys. If you're in the chat, leave a comment. Let us know who you are most impressed with and least impressed with in tonight's game. About Prince. There was Ant had a few good possessions there where he really looked in control. I mean, that's just not. I don't like. I've never liked that shot from Cat. Yeah. Oh, Driftwood. Thank you, man. I think you're muted. Yeah, he is.
I'm muted.
Now he's back.
Was I muted this entire stream? Oh my gosh.
And no one commented.
I was muted this entire stream. Dude, I was given like 20 minutes of analysis.
Hey, don't blame that on the tech guy. That's
Cool. All right, we're blaming that on Peyton. Colton, I said thank you for the comment. Driftwood, thank you for letting us know.
yeah, freaking
Um,
Driftwood, the only guy. I mean, how many people came into this chat and just thought I was just talking to myself?
Probably a few, man. I thought
I
I was
would.
giving some insight here. That's
Damn.
probably why no one was leaving a comment.
Oh, that's good.
That's really funny, dude. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think Gobert's been my favorite player of this game. I thought he's been really good. Torian's been really efficient, especially in the first. I think Noel's kind of had up and down game. Cats look good as a passer. Do you notice that?
Yeah, I mean, he was making some. How many assists does the man have? Because I mean, he just seems like he's been very quiet. He does not seem like a superstar at all.
Jeez. It's our good friend Ben. He says, "Why does Rudy always look like this?"
That is a bad look for Ben. I mean, Cat's flirting with the 876 triple double. You love to see that.
Love to see that. I'm just hoping we win the game at this point. I don't really care about stats. Just go win the game.
Let's just go. I mean, let's see. I mean, Chris. This is one of the last few commercial breaks we got. I think who's got to step up. This is Anthony Edwards' time. He's had the whole off season. All he does is talk about his preparation the whole off. Let's see what he can do. Let's see if he's really the real deal, or if he you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just see it. Like, we talk about him so much about how he's going to be the best player, one of the best, one of the greats. Let's see it. This is it.
I agree, man. I agree. All right, we're back from commercial. 4-point lead, 7 left. I don't know what lineup do you roll out here in the last few minutes.
I want to get. I mean, because Ant's got 5 fouls, so depending on how much time is left.
I think Noel can hold it down till like 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, I mean, but how much do you trust Ant, or at what point do you? So we're going with Noel, McDaniels, D'Lo. Oh no,
Rudy's starting on the bench here.
Never mind.
You think Rudy will go back in? I think they're trying to space it out and score a little here. It looks like.
Yeah, we have Anderson. All right, come on, Cat.
We need that to go in.
I like that aggression though.
Oh, Timberwolves ball. We get it back.
I mean, Chris, they literally have a guy who's number 97 on the court. Right? Like, think about that. A guy number 97 is guarding Cat.
Yeah, we need Cat to go out. This is Cat's time. He's a supermax player. Supermax players win games.
Oh God. Yep.
D'Angelo Russell, bing bong, 3-pointer good.
Bing
Up
bong.
7.
I love that shot for D'Lo.
Feels good to see him get one go in.
All right,
Paolo, did you see Paolo's first game, Peyton?
Yeah, I did. 27.
27, 9, and 5.
Number 9.
That's elite.
Hey, that's why he's the number 1 pick, Ma.
I like Paolo. Doesn't he have a sweating issue? Isn't that a big thing?
Something like
Gets
that.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
D'Lo gets fouled here, going to the rack. I'd like to see them get the lead to 15. We need big aspirations for this team. Driftwood, honestly, the score makes this game look bad. There were some really good moments, I think, in the first half. I think just the third quarter was brutal.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think there's a lot more to be happy about than there is to be. Chris, move your screen down a little bit. It looks like there you go.
Just trying to get the flag in for you guys a little bit.
I mean, whatever. But yeah, I think there's a lot more positives to take away from the negatives in this game.
Is it possible that Ant's getting a benching right now for the rest of the game?
No, he's got 5 fouls.
You never know. Maybe Finch isn't happy with the play.
Yeah, I don't know. Giddy's just got the swaggiest passes for no reason.
He really does. He's got some good vision.
Yeah. Oh, he's great. I mean, the Thunder feel like what we were 2 years ago.
Dort's insane, man. How does he hit that?
Oh, my God.
You seem like you'd be a big Dort guy.
No, I hate Dort. I hate him.
You hate Dort?
I hate Dort. I'm anti-Dort.
Yeah, we really need Cat to get going here, man.
I mean, he's got fucking Dort on him, Chris. And
Dude,
he looks.
what is that?
What the fuck is that, Cat?
All right. Oh my goodness.
Giddy is not a shooter.
We need a timeout right now. Giddy just hit a 3.
What's up, T-Wolves fan 2 in the comment section? We wish we could have had you earlier moderating because Chris was mute for the first 20 minutes and no one told us.
Yeah. All right, we got Mod in here as Cat's gonna be going to the line on the bonus here.
He does look very skinny.
Hey, Dort's kind of locking his ass up right now.
Chris, you know what the play of the game so far for me was?
What was it?
I think it was Anthony Edwards' fast break, that bounce pass to Noel. Woo.
Yeah, that was fire. The lefty one around the defender.
Yep, that was
pretty cool.
That's why I love basketball, right there.
Gosh, do we have any good late games on tonight? Oh, we got Phoenix, Dallas. That'll be fun. Greg, couple moderators just chatting along. Love to see it.
We got to talk to. I think Greg might be. He might have his moderator status taken away after. He's the first guy to comment in the chat. Chris is mute the whole time, and he doesn't say a single word. That's. I don't know.
I wonder if Greg was watching the TV though with his phone volume all the way down. I don't think he would have been able to tell if.
So you think he was watching our stream on mute? How does that make you feel?
He probably was watching our stream on mute.
It's disrespectful.
All right. Oh, shit. All right, Noel's got it. Yeah, Cat's just getting... Oh, that's just such a terrible shot. Such a terrible shot. I think Cat's just having a really rough game here back from the sickness as the Thunder bring it within 3.
Hey, what's up, Jean-Pierre Leon? Hey, yo, Timberwolves, my team on 2K. They really let go Beverly, Beasley, and Okogie, though. Yeah, but they got Gobert.
Why does he throw a Okogie in there?
Yeah, that kind of hurt his whole argument. They were the Okogie, but
that hurt his Timberwolves reputation.
I mean, if you look at this, look at our graphic right now, Chris, of our stream. We got Pat Bev right in the middle bottom. We got Beasley in the bottom right. Like it's most of the guys we're missing.
Yeah, Peyton, I think we got to get Gobert in here again. To be honest.
No, you got to save him for those last 3. Kind of what you're talking about. I think what they're going to do is, for the last 3 minutes, bring back Ant and Gobert. So this is kind of trying to weather the storm.
Maybe a little Bryn Forbes action on the perimeter.
Yeah, has he played yet?
He's played a couple minutes, I think.
4 minutes. Also, Chris, our guy, Doogie, called... Was it Eric Paschal that he called that he would be not on the team anymore?
Well, that was because of his tendonitis. Yes. Rusty. Josh was the glue guy.
Hey, Rusty, we saw you in the. I saw you in the Daily Wolves chat today. I was wondering if you switched sides on us, but it's nice to see you in the comment section, man.
Appalachian State and a barn burner with Georgia State, college football.
Let's read some more comments. Driftwood King, he's kind of the savior of our live stream right now. He said he read on Twitter that the third quarter was horrendous.
Yes.
Jean Pierre says Okogie, my lockdown defender, on the bench. I guess that makes sense.
Foul drawn here by the Timberwolves. So we got Austin Rivers in the game. I wonder if that's for a little defense on Shea. Would you say?
Maybe. I mean, you heard about his speech
you don't want
yesterday.
Ant. You don't want Ant to get that 5th foul. So you probably put Rivers on there. Probably the best defender on the team right now, besides Gobert.
Yeah, I guess I could see it. Good to see Cat getting some more. He's getting his garbage point. He'll get his points up to 20, 22, I bet, by the end of this game. He's at 12 right now.
Yeah, we just I have Beverly, Russell, Okogie, Prince, and Reed as my bench squad. Who does he start? Who do you start at point guard?
He's still talking about 2K?
Yeah. Who do you start in the new game?
What year 2K do you got, man?
He's talking about last year, probably. He's got to get to 23, man. You play with the new lineup. Or update the rosters.
Yeah, just update the roster. All right. 105, 100, 424 to go. Giddy wide. I mean, come on. Are we in a little zone action?
Yeah.
No. No, we're not.
Are we? I look like a little push off by Shea, to be honest. Wow. They call a kickball on that?
No, they call it foul.
Foul.
I think so.
New Orleans putting the beat down on Brooklyn. They could be a West sleeper.
Chris, we haven't got a chance to talk, but that's kind of the Clippers and the Pelicans are my two favorite teams coming out of the West.
I like the Pels a lot.
I
like the Pels a lot. As Shea is going to knock down the 3. 2-point game with 3:57 left.
Is that an MVP candidate, Chris? Because he seems like one to me right now. 29 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds.
Could be. Could very well be.
Ant's back in the game.
Ant is back in the game. Oh, he's going to miss the layup.
I like the aggression. I do like the aggression, but I don't know.
Got
Shea,
cat on Shea.
I don't know why he didn't pull that. He was wide open.
Poku with the lay. Misses it.
Poku's a fake person. Just the weirdest player I've ever seen.
Poku is the biggest NBA meme ever, bro.
Yeah. All right, let's get a screen roll here, okay? Read it. Great ball.
Russell
movement.
with the missed floater. Gobert with the putback.
That looks like goaltending to me. I don't know why.
He's so tight. Gobert's been saving us, man.
Yes, you can tell he's literally the reason we're winning this game.
23 and 15.
Look, how does D'Lo miss that damn shot, dude?
Gobert with the block.
The eraser, the magic eraser.
D'Lo in transition gets the 2 to go. Gobert is making the presence felt. Poku for 3, going to miss that.
Horrible shot selection. I mean, that's horrible. I mean, if you want another team to get the all the momentum, that you take shots like that. All right.
Towns did the
And
kick out. He did
won.
the fucking kick out, Peyton. Why does he do that? Just shoot it normal. Why does he do that?
Dude, I said and one. I thought it was easily an and one. Come on, man.
Dude, he does that shit. Just shoot the ball, bro.
And then he does the laugh. He does the old, what?
He did it, man. He kicked out.
I mean, honestly, Chris, if they have a refs conference at the end of the year, they're gonna ask what the kick out looks like.
He got teed up, bro. He got teed up.
Oh, dude, are we gonna go through this whole cat arc again this year? We're halfway
The
through
argument arc.
No, where he's he does this for the first few games. We lose a game, he complains, and then he goes to like the press conference. He's like, "Oh, I'll be better. I'll never do that again." And then,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then he just ends the season doing the same shit.
This is why Cat annoys me, man. We can't go back to that again.
It just reminds me of like my running schedule. Like I run good for a few days, and then I just never run again. You know what I'm saying?
Gobert contests a shot, dude. He's playing so good right now.
It's just such a hard style of basketball for me to like. I don't know.
What? That was last touched by the Timberwolves? They got to review that.
Yeah, let's take a look at that, Finchie. What I was saying though, Chris, like Gobert is such a hard player to like really like understand how good he is.
Dude, now that we get to watch him like all the time, I'm like you can see how much of his presence is felt. Like if that's the old team, they score like 5 layups on us.
It's almost like there's a big circle around him of impact. He's just making impact everywhere. He just has such a wide radius of impact that he's making on the team.
I agree, man. So 109 to 104, guys.
Oh, what are they saying?
They're reviewing to see who the ball last touched here. We have a little reunion Friday, 6:30 against the Jazz. We'll get to see our old friend Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt. I'm sure Malik will chuck up about 9 million shots in that game.
I hope so, bro. I love Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley's one of my favorite players in the league. And I'm gonna, you know what,
Ant,
Chris?
I can't believe Ant missed this left-hand layup here, man. He's just off tonight.
Did he shoot that with his left or his right?
His left.
Ah,
I think that Dort hit that thing out of bounds. Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. This will give us the angle. Off Dort's fingers last.
You can see the St.
Let's
John's
go.
coach here. Wait.
Where is he paid?
I guess they won't show him again.
Oh, it was a Finch challenge. They didn't even Finch challenge.
Nice. Finchy never challenges it. We like to see that. All right, guys, we got a lot of new people in the stream. If you guys want to talk more Wolves after the game, we're going to have a little post-game show after this, so make sure to stick around, and we're always reading the comments. We love to talk to you guys. So let's get some comments going, hear what you guys got to say. Leave a like if you'd like. Yeah. Thanks for joining.
John Pierre is a Warriors fan. He just likes the Timberwolves as well. Love to see that.
I like that.
Yeah, it's off Dort, no doubt.
I mean, but how does Cat miss that damn putback?
How does Ant miss that damn layup?
I don't know.
Everything just looks off tonight a little bit in the second half.
But what do you expect? I mean, this is a preseason game. And these are one of the ones where I'm so happy we're playing the frickin' Thunder instead of like it,
Warriors.
Yeah, because like after this year we should start getting like a top slated game to start the season. So this is probably the last season we're gonna have an easy schedule to start the season. I would hope, if everything works out. Frank.
All right, the challenge is successful. Wolves ball.
Finchy shooting 1 for 1. I love to hear it. Thibodeau talk. Thunder fan here. As a Wolves fan, how do you all feel about the haul you gave up for Gobert?
I don't mind it. You can see how impactful he is this game.
Sorry, Colton. Colton, I didn't even know we weren't reading your comments. I'm sorry. I was going right over it. Colton Nesland, big fan of the channel. He's been around a long time. Thank you for tuning in, my man.
And Cat airballs the 3.
That was some great action though. I know he airballed that, but that was a great play. I want to watch that again in slow motion.
Who is 97? Can that Thunder fan tell us who 97 is?
Yeah, was he born in 90? I don't know what the reason for having number 97 would be.
Gill just great step back, misses it luckily.
Big rebound for Ant.
Like to see Cam Reddish doing well, man. 22 points. I want to see him go off.
Best player in the league according to Ant. I mean, Giddy on Ant, that's got to be...
Ant one-on-one's going to miss it, man. Shit.
That's a great shot. I think. The hell was that?
Oh, God. Gobert can't haul it in.
No.
Shea's going to miss. All right, this is ugly. We just got to get out of here, man. All right, D'Lo gets fouled.
Colton, he said, man. You remember me, buddy. LOL, that's great, Peyton. That makes me feel so special. Glad you remember me, bud. Yeah, I love watching you in Christ. Christ, look at that, bro.
Frank, why do you need the Thunder to win, man?
Bets.
It's all about the bets. Amarui.
Dude,
he's here for the tank. Okay. Well, hold on. We got contradictory. So Thibodeau says he's just here for the tank, but then Chase says, dude is a beast, multiple double-doubles.
I mean, he's a tank.
Who's right here?
He's a tank beast. He's a beast player when you're tanking. He's like, who's the most Timberwolves player that was like, when we were tanking, like he was the best? I'm trying to think of a good comparison here.
When we were tanking, I'd say like a Luke Riddenauer, just such a beast.
No, I'm saying those years when we were tanking to get Ant, like a couple years ago, like when we were just.
Malik's a pretty good tank player. I feel like
there's got to be.
He's a like a mediocre player on a bad team, so he's gonna get a lot of shots.
Okay. I mean, there's 31 seconds. I keep forgetting that. Holy shit.
D'Lo hits both of them.
Ice in the veins, maybe.
I just can't let Shea beat us, man. And Shea scores.
Wow.
Oh! Sorry. Jaden blocked.
What? That didn't go in?
No. Okay, Devonta Graham's a perfect example, Peyton.
Yes.
I'm glad they made the trade. Yeah, I agree. Picks are just so up in the air. You never know who you're going to get in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, it's win now mentality. We don't got much time.
Offensive foul called on D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, this
I'm not mad.
Wow.
I mean, Chris, this is so. I'm not like we're so watered down to this. The Wolves just don't know how to win an easy game. Like they just can't win a game easily, ever, no matter what.
There's going to be a lot to talk about in the post game show, I think.
Yeah, stick around for the post game show. Also, I think the national media is going to talk about this game, or I think people in Wolves Twitter are going to talk about this game. But there's no need for an overreaction.
No, this is their second game together. I think Thunder are a one-man team of Shea.
I love Shea. Shea's one of my favorite players in the league. And
I feel terrible for him, man. He gets traded off to Clippers right when they get good, and then he has to go to a bad OKC team that's been tanking for a while now.
Yeah, but they're just about to get good, man. Once Chet comes back, and
they get Wembanyama. I would like that if they got Wembanyama.
Is that how you say his name?
Victor Wembanyama, I think, right?
I don't know. That just sounds weird. That sounds wrong.
I'd like the Thunder to be good. I've always kind of liked the Thunder, so.
Yeah. John Pierre says Timberwolves should have gone to the second round of the playoff. Come on, man. Why we got to bring that up? Why we got to bring that up in a moment of we're trying to forget about that. All right, guys. New viewers tuning in. We got a Timberwolves live post game show right after the game. Going to be reading a lot of comments, just kind of discussing everything Wolves, everything about this game, and let's hope that the Wolves pull away here. Up by 5, 14.3 seconds left.
Yeah,
Colton,
these guys.
Colton, I'm the second-born child. I'm not the first-born child. Appreciate you.
That's quite the question. Does Peyton seem like an only child?
Oh no. All right, inbound.
Trey Man with the floater, 3-point game. Time out by Finch. Oh my gosh, dude. Whoever took the Thunder on the 10.5 money line, congrats to you. You probably won a lot of money tonight.
Yeah, my roommate actually was just talking to me about that today, and I was I told him
that's a great bet. That's a great bet.
Chris. We got to start doing that. What's that thing that Dane Moore always does with like the bets before the game?
We should do like some $1 pick'em bets.
Yeah, just something like that before. I like that.
Like some prop bets, like Cat over under 20 points. So a lot of the Cat was for points tonight was 23.5. I would have taken the under no matter what.
Yes.
That would have hit. I think Giddey was 29 total points, so that includes points, rebounds, and assists. Is he over 29 combined?
Huh?
So
I'm not the numbers guy. You're the stats guy, man. You're the stats guy.
Do you think he's over 29 total points, including points, rebounds, and assists? Probably.
Yeah.
Because he's hit a few threes, a lot of assists, a lot of rebounds.
For sure.
20 people in the stream. Hey, if you're new here, we're going to be doing a post-game show right after the stream here. Yeah, hopefully it's a happy post-game show and not a heartbreaker here in the first game. We want to talk a lot about the good because I think all of us know this second half has been quite bad. But the first half was fun.
All right, inbound. Ant's
got to hit one or two of these.
No,
yeah, one would be great.
He just got to hit one. If he hits two, we'll be overjoyed.
I think I'll need like 2 minutes after the game to go to the bathroom and get my setup quick in my room. So you guys all should stick around.
So I'm just going to have to hold the stream together by myself?
Yeah, 2 minutes. His aunt hits the first one here.
We'll
4-point game.
we'll go to intermission for just a few seconds. Everyone can crack a new beer, get a water, get an apple.
I'm
or something.
gonna grab a beer. Grab a beer for sure.
I'm gonna change the title.
Yes, sir.
Colton's also the second born, guys, in case you're wondering.
Ant misses, but Gobert with the rebound.
All right.
Tip to McDaniels.
I think you could say that the game's over, but I mean it's always tough with the Wolves. Thank you guys all for tuning in so far. I mean, love having everyone in here.
Colton, I am not the only child. No.
Oh, he said I was getting him only child vibes. I've never been told that in my whole life.
Man, he said you're giving off only child vibes?
Yes, read that comment.
Oh yeah. Peyton's giving off only child vibes.
What does that even mean?
Chris wants a Truly. Nah.
You don't drink Trulies anymore?
No, I'll be having a Corona.
That was only
Corona.
Corona in the deep fall. That's interesting.
Maybe I'll do a an Oktoberfest. That would be good. A little heavier.
Sure.
As our boy Mike Muscala, seen him in person.
Oh, Jaden
slams it in, rubs it in. The better still win though. 7-point game. All right, guys, stay in the stream. We're going to be doing a post game here in a sec.
Yeah. Hey, guys, everyone, make sure to comment. I'm going to write up a poll here real quick. Player. Just turn off your camera or something, Chris. If you're going to the bathroom, we don't want to see that.
Will do. I'll be back.
Look at that. We got Chris. Okay. All right. I'm gonna write up this poll here for you guys real quick. Make sure to comment. Player of the game. Edward. All right, man. So it wasn't the prettiest Timberwolves win, but I think we're all pretty used to that at this point. It's never pretty with these guys, and I think there's just a lot to look at, a lot to like from this game. And it starts off, I mean, a lot of great passing. Let's go over some stats here, some final stats. Jaden McDaniels, 19 points. Anthony Edwards, a quiet, and Ant and Cat were very quiet in this game. I think that's I don't know if it's really something to be alarmed by, but I think it's just something to kind of pay attention to. Cat obviously coming back from the injury. Anthony Edwards, he really struggled with that foul trouble throughout the whole game. But when I look at Ant's stat line, I see that 7 assists, 8 rebounds. So I'm not too upset by that. Gobert, 23 points, 16 rebounds. I mean, he makes so much of an impact out there, even when he's not scoring. That it proves how big of an acquisition he was. Cat finished with 12 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Prince had a good first half, 11 points. Noel, 13 points. So we're gonna let people start streaming in here. Juan Pierre says, was Pascal in the rotation this game? Pascal actually was let go by the teams, so he's no longer on the roster, which is, if you guys listen to our talk with Darren, he kind of predicted that. Colton says beer rocks. I got some Michelob and sweet seltzer drinks. That's good to hear. I am Timberwolves fan too. Did any rookies play? Doesn't look like it. No Wendell Moore, no Josh Minot, no Naz Reid, which is that is really interesting to me. I don't know how Naz Reid didn't play, but I guess I think maybe Naz is going to be. We won't see him much unless one of those guys gets in foul trouble, which is surprising that Cat didn't get in foul trouble tonight. But I mean, yeah, a lot of people are saying that Gobert, player of the game. Make sure to get your vote in, guys, as we await for Chris to return. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of, you could really tell that Cat was a little out of shape. I'm surprised he played as many minutes as he did. Cat went for, there he is. Chris, I was struggling carrying the stream over here. Can't hear you, bud.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Got me now? Okay. Did the title change of the stream the post game?
I didn't want to do that right there because I was the only one in the stream. I thought it'd be pretty.
Got you. I can hold the fort down with the title change here.
All right.
Yeah, I thought I have a few opinions on the game. I guess I don't know what you already said, but
not much.
I know I caught you saying that Naz Reid did not play, which I thought as well. That was a little weird. Naz is usually the first or second guy off the bench, it seems like. So I mean, I don't know if they were just pretty comfortable running, when it wasn't the starting lineup, just having one big out there at a time, whether that was Cat and Ant or D'Lo and Gobert. Naz didn't get in on any big lineups. So, I mean, that could be a storyline to watch for the rest of the season, I guess, depending on how the rotations shape up, whether or not Naz is going to get major minutes or not, because he looked really good in the preseason. So
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
I feel like
that was a little confusing to me, to say the least. I am going to go grab a beer quick. Give me a second here. I completely forgot that. All over the place. That's the point of post game. It's to vent. It's to get all the emotions out from the game. It's good time.
It's a good time. It is a good time. But yeah, I mean, especially with Naz's, with good old Naz Reid, with his what he did in the preseason, it's alarming. Oh shit.
I'm gonna match you on the Kona Big Wave today. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Damn, you're going with the Kona? We're sponsored or what?
Maybe we should be sponsored, honestly.
No, I mean, we got a lot of work to do.
You got into stats, right? Stats are all laid out and good.
Stats are all good and laid out. Yeah, we got the poll going to see who people thought were the that was the player of the game.
Yeah, let's do our players of the game right now to start.
Okay,
I think would be good. So I'll go first. Peyton's working on some of the technical stuff. I said it during the stream. I gotta go Gobert. I don't know the final points totals, but in the 20s for points. Was it 16 rebounds ish?
Yeah, 16.
Man, I thought he really impacted the game in a lot of ways, especially at the end there. The defense was pretty locked down in the clutch time, and I think that's because literally no one could go into the paint. He swatted every ball or contested every ball at the rim. I thought he looked really good in the pick and roll. It looked like a different Rudy Gobert than we're used to seeing. I think a lot more opened up with him, and I think that was true. When Kat said he's got a lot more to offer than just being a defender in the paint. So I think that was a really good aspect of the game. Co-player of the game, I got to go to my boy Jaden McDaniels. Played awesome defense. Looked really good creating his own offense, which was something Peyton and I wanted him to, work on over the summer. And that's how he's going to get paid if he's able to, create that offense. So, yeah, I thought it was really good from those two guys.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously those are probably two of the guys I would also go with, but I'm gonna just be different, just like I always like to be a little different. I like the play from D'Lo tonight. Honestly, I love watching D'Angelo Russell in the pick and roll. I think that's one of the when the gods made basketball, Chris, they made the pick and roll for D'Lo to run it just like he did tonight. I just love seeing how many options there are and like the hidden things in the game that you're not going to see in the stat line. Like D'Angelo, like the impact that Gobert's making on the pick and roll when he's not getting the pass, or when D'Lo's just driving to the basket and the defender is looking back at Gobert and it leaves a wide open layup for D'Lo. Like stuff like that is the reason why Gobert is just so important to this team. But I think D'Lo's just going to get better and better. You saw him have a lot of turnovers to start out early. The first quarter, he had about 2, I think, in the first couple possessions with Gobert. But I think they're just going to get better and better. And, yeah, I'll go D'Lo as my player of the game. Who were you most disappointed with tonight?
I'm going to leave one of them to you to talk about. So I guess I'll go with Anthony Edwards tonight. I was really disappointed. I know Peyton and I during the stream said, all right, he's going to pick it up. It's clutch time now. Like show what he's worth. And he missed most of the shots he took. He missed a few mid-range, missed a few threes, missed a wide open lefty layup that luckily Gobert cleaned up. It was bad. And there was a variety of reasons. I shouldn't say all bad, but the number one thing I noticed was his shot wasn't dropping. So he went to the rim, which is a good thing, I think, for him most of the time. It's just, when Gobert's on the floor like that, the paint's going to be a little more clogged up, and you got to, every chance you get to finish at the rim, you got to take it, and you got to make that, make those layups. I thought he was missing a lot of layups today. The 3-ball wasn't going in. Foul trouble, I thought, was another big thing.
Well,
I think
that's
he was
killed him.
He was playing decent defense. But it was kind of like Jaden McDaniels' defense. You got to keep the hands off. Passing was decent. He had a higher amount of assists tonight than we usually see from him. I think it was 7 or 8. 7. So, I mean, it wasn't all bad, but for him to really succeed and thrive in this offense, he has to be efficient. He really needs to make those shots he's taking, at least 50% of those. So that's my worst player of the game tonight. I know who yours is going to be, so you got to talk about it.
Well, first I'll touch on Ant a little bit just to, get my take on it. But I think with Ant, the thing about him is, and I noticed this last year, I noticed this his rookie year, is he's the type of guy where he needs something to jolt him in, and then he's like, okay, now we're playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, He needs to hit a 3, he needs to get a block, he needs to have one big play. Even if it's not him, he needs to have someone get a dunk. He needs a little ignition before, and I think that's his biggest flaw as a player. He needs to be able to bring that from the start of the game, but I think that's Ant's biggest problem. And tonight, with being on the bench with the foul trouble, he never really got a shot to get that spark because his ass was sitting on the bench. So, I think that's Ant's biggest. I think that's his biggest flaw as a player, is that he's not able to make that spark plug himself. As we compare him to Mike Jordan a lot, and that was something that Michael Jordan was really good at, was fabricating that spark plug no matter what the game was. He always came out strong. I think Ant needs to figure that out real quick, because otherwise he's going to keep putting up games like this, and we're going to have to put him in the worst player of the game category, which I never want to do that again. I never want to do this shit again. We don't want Ant as the worst player of the game. Cat, he, as expected, I'm surprised he even really played as many minutes as he did tonight. He played 36 minutes. He played tied for the most minutes on the team. So he looked weak. He looked passive out there. He did not look like a superstar that I wanted to see. He looked like he was more than willing to let Rudy Gobert, Ant, and D'Lo all take the shot, all be the superstar on the team tonight. And as a supermax player, you don't love to see that, but you know what I mean. He's coming off the hospitalization, so.
One thing I do want to say about Cat, and quickly, cheers, Colton, to a Timberwolves win. Hey, at the end of the day, everyone, cheers. We won the game. At the end of the day, when it's the last game of the season, what are we going to remember? Our record or this first game against the Thunder? It's a win. Yeah. Goes in the win column. We got the dub. I will say, in the first half, Cat and Rudy were really connecting in the two-man game. There was 2 or 3 lobs from Cat to Rudy that were converted.
Beautiful. And
there was some good pick and pop from Cat and Rudy, which was interesting. So, that's a dynamic I think that's going to shape throughout the season. D'Lo and Rudy in the second quarter, I thought, was the best part of the game. Those guys were unstoppable in the pick and roll. I texted Peyton that these guys, when they do it right and we have shooters spacing the floor, it's everything besides those 2 are empty in the lane. And one of them takes on 2 defenders, and usually the other's wide open. So, if they're going to play that drop coverage against D'Lo in the pick and roll, D'Lo's going to have to make those floaters. And I think that's where a lot of the good from this game came from, was D'Lo making those floaters and passing out.
There's literally no way to stop that. Like, there's literally no way to stop D'Angelo Russell and Gobert in the pick and roll. There was no way to stop D'Angelo Russell and Karl Anthony Towns in the pick and roll. D'Lo is just so dynamic, and I wish we could have signed him earlier to an extension, and I'd be fine with him being our point guard for a long time here. And I know that it's kind of a long shot, but I just love watching D'Lo play, man.
Yeah, it just depends on the money. Like you can't just let him walk, right? Because this is how it works. Dane actually explained this really well. So if you let D'Lo walk, it's not like you can just sign another player for $32 million because we're already over the cap, bringing in Rudy's Supermax and Cat's getting activated. You can't go back over the cap again unless you can't go into luxury tax unless you already have the contract on the books. So if we do re-sign D'Lo and we want to trade him, we can trade him and keep that cap space, keep acquiring that cap from another team. But if you just let him walk, all that cap space disappears. So they're gonna re-sign him. It just depends on the price because you need to keep that cap space for whether it's him or another player to keep adding and going into that luxury tax.
It's kind of a sign and trade like situation, you'd call it.
Kind of, yeah. You just don't want to lose that slot because then you have to go sign a point guard for the mid-level exception, which is what, $10 million, and that's Dennis Schroeder. That's Tyus Jones makes $15 million if that tells you something. So you need to keep D'Lo. Yeah. You need to keep D'Lo.
You need to keep him. All right, let's go to some fan call-ins. One of these days, Chris, we're gonna have someone call in post game. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be a good segment.
Driftwood says, "Oh, well, we got to go way up." Colton keeps asking about my standing in my family. I'm the second child out of 4 boys. D'Lo is going to be feasting with Gobert. Billy says. He also says Ant was awful. So we got to get this guy on the show, Chris. Billy Krempel. He's talking our language.
He is talking our language.
Timberwolves 2 said, "I want to see more Cat and Gobert alley-oops." There was a lot, and they looked good. And then a lot of Colton talking about my family standing.
Yeah, that's something. Something else I wanted to touch on. I don't know if we really talked about him too much. I thought Jayla Noel kind of had an up and down game. I thought he came out guns a-blazing off the bench in the first half, which was really good. He got 8 quick points, led us at half in scoring, actually. Him and Torian were pretty close in points there. But then the second half, the 3-point shot wasn't going down. He got a few layups, but the catch and shoot, I think, needs a little work for Jaylen. It can't all just be created offense. I think that's something important. I also thought Torian had a really good game, good passing, really good shooting. Kyle Anderson, this is someone we actually have not touched on. I thought he played a lot in this game. Do you notice how much he was playing? It seemed like he was always on the court.
He was the 6th man. That's what when Jim Pete said that pregame, I was like, wait, that's like a fact that we're all like agreeing on, that he's automatically the 6th man. But yeah, apparently he's the 6th man of the team.
I thought, you see, the stats won't show it, and I know he missed a few shots. What do you have, like 4 points at most, it seems like?
I don't have it pulled up anymore, but
someone comment how many points he had and what he was shooting in the comments. But I thought he looked really good handling the ball. He was really good communicating on defense. He is that glue guy that actually is, a rotational player for us. So I think he is going to be an important part of what we do on the defensive side and on the playmaking side, because he's a guy that will see you even when you don't even, know if he sees you. So I think he had an up and down game too. There was just a lot of up and down tonight.
Yeah, I mean, which is, happens. Again, it's so expected. There's, I think last year we kind of fell into this. Remember last year, I think we won 3 out of the first 4 or something. And we were talking about Wolves going to the Western Conference Finals last year. And that was just, we beat the Bucks. We killed the Rockets. I think it's better to have games like this where we're starting to, this is the best possible thing that could have happened to the Wolves. We got tested. We learned a lot, and we still won the game.
Doogie mentioned this when he was on with us. You're getting, even though these teams are not expected to be good and are expected to be tanking by the end of the season, you're getting these teams at their best point. They're trying to win right now. It's the beginning of the season. Everyone's trying to get a win. These teams are going to be playing their hardest right now, whether that's the Thunder, the Jazz, the Spurs. They're going out and trying to beat you and make a statement. These guys don't want to be looked at as the tanking teams. They want to be looked at as, putting up a fight. So, I mean,
yeah, tanking does not start in the first game of the season.
No.
If anyone thinks that, that's ridiculous.
You better believe Friday when we play Malik and Vando, they are going to want to beat us. I promise you that. They will be playing the hardest they have ever played.
Chris, you're looking at that from our perspective. Think about the whole frickin' Jazz team. Their best player, Rudy Gobert, left that. I mean, you got to add that. I think that's even of a bigger storyline. That's going to be the ESPN storyline, is Gobert going back to Utah, team traded him, blah, blah, blah. But that game is going to be loaded. That's going to be a fun game.
Just to pause here, I am excited for Friday, but Colton, we can't be. It's like giving away our credit card info with all the. We're okay. I can tell. I'm 6'3". I think Peyton's 6 feet. That's what we'll give you that.
That's it. That's
all you get.
We gotta have
your info hoops. So how tall? Wait, what? Okay. Yes, we are from Wisconsin too. That's it. But from Hawaii and Minnesota tonight, these things are hitting really good right now. Cold too.
Hey, come on, man. We're not sponsored. We can't be given any.
If Kona Brewing Company is watching this right now, it'll be fire. You tried any of their other beers?
No.
They got anything else good?
No. I can promise you that they're not watching this, Chris.
Okay. I thought defensively, actually, I thought we did pretty good. The defensive rebounding was terrible.
We should have been down, Chris. We should have been down 20-0. They started off. They missed so many threes. I think they went 1 for 7. If we do that against a good team, we're already digging ourselves that hole that we're so used to the Timberwolves doing, digging a hole to start.
You know what they were doing too is they were pulling when we had the Cat Gobert lineup in. They were pulling. They were pulling those guys out to the perimeter and getting inside shots and scrapping for those rebounds in there without the big guys. And I think that was a really big part of why they were getting so many offensive rebounds inside the paint there.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like the dynamic of last year's team to this year's team preseason, like last year's preseason, we had no expectations going in. We're like, if we make the play-in, dude, and we get into the playoffs, that would be sick. Yeah. This year, it's like, dude, we need a top 4 seed. We just traded like 5 first-round picks. Like, let's go make a statement.
I don't know.
It's bad. It's good and bad because it's gonna be. We're probably gonna win more games this season, but we're gonna feel there's a lot of pressure for this team to do good this season.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's no more messing around. I liked that stage, being the young team, not the highest expectation. Oh my God, you got the.
What do you think?
You got the dorm room lights. You got the.
Do we go? Hold on. I was saying, do we go green or blue for the Wolves? I think blue looks better.
Yeah, go blue. Go red.
Red's fire. Red's fire.
No, don't.
Nah, not for blue. Blue's good for the podcast.
But as I was saying, I don't even know. I liked being. I enjoyed being the underdog. I love being.
I do too.
I love being the team who's underrated, that's surprising people. Exactly what we were last year. That was awesome. Now this year, being the top dog,
go ahead.
I don't know what to think of it. It's kind of weird.
Driftwood, overall bench thoughts. Good,
quiet.
Good and quiet, but didn't mess up to the point where I noticed them. So I mean, it's kind of a net negative or a net. What is it? I don't even know. So just. There was no gain. Cole, we didn't mean to disrespect you. We were joking. We love that you're interested. You're from South, originally from Minnesota. Where'd you grow up, Colton? In Minnesota.
Yeah, but talking more about the bench activity. Taurean Prince, electric in the first half. I can't believe he only played 12 minutes. I would have kept him out there a little bit more. And his defense isn't, if I'm not mistaken, his defense isn't horrible, right? Like, he's got decent defense. Taurean Prince?
Who are you talking about? Taurean? Yeah, Taurean's a pretty good
He's not a
defender.
defensive liability. Like, I would have liked to see him in at the game a little bit more, maybe. Maybe instead of Austin Rivers at the end there, who got 1 minute.
Yeah. Well, no, I see. That's the thing, though. Austin Rivers is our best perimeter defender. I mean, That's kind of like the Pat Bev replacement. So I didn't mind that trying to I mean, because Ant has 5 fouls, so you can't put him on Shea in case you need him to score at the end of the game. So you need Austin out there. What kind of beers you younger kids drinking?
You gotta stay focused, Chris. You gotta stay focused.
Kona big waves.
Yeah, you gotta stay focused here.
What else? I guess we could look forward to Friday. I think we covered most of what happened tonight. Looking forward to Friday. Let me check on how the Jazz did tonight because they were winning when I last checked. Yes, the Jazz. So as we all predict this season, I think we all think the Nuggets are going to be a top tier, Western team. Jazz are beating the Nuggets 94-80 right now, and like I just said earlier, the Jazz aren't gonna want to be the worst team in the league. These guys are competing. They're not gonna want to be looked at as trash players. Like
no one does.
We know how hard Vando and Malik play too. Like they've been on our team. We know Vando. He's scrappy. It's gonna be a tough matchup. You gotta show up and play. As our Timberwolves legend Walker Kessler so far, there's still 11 minutes left in the fourth in the Jazz game. Walker Kessler 10-8.
Solid. I mean, are we gonna be watching him and say, shit, maybe we take him, maybe we have him instead of Cat? Think about what the team looks like a little bit there. I don't know.
Who knows, man?
It's just it's fun. It's fun going into the season, with just it's fun. It's fun going into the season and just there's so much to look forward to, and it's just good to get the first game out of the way. And I don't think Friday's gonna be pretty either. If I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think Friday's going to be
gritty and grindy.
It's going to be gritty and grindy. If we might not even get the dub. And I'm not mad about that if we don't get the dub, but I don't know.
Vando, 12 boards, 7 points. I love that stat line for him in 14 minutes.
I'm happy he's getting that many minutes. Honestly, I was worried that they would get him and then stash him on the bench.
He didn't start though. He didn't start. No, the starters were Marketing, Clarkson, Conley, Kessler, Gay. Kessler got the start, which is interesting. You'd think maybe Vando and Markkinen, but no, that's awesome. They're giving Kessler minutes too. That's the good part of playing for a team like that. I think if you're a young guy,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, looking forward to the matchups. What matchups are you excited to see in the Jazz game on Friday?
I mean, Gobert versus Kessler. I think Ant versus anyone. I think Ant is gonna. I mean, if I think I know Ant as a player. I think I know him as a person a little bit. Like I think I know his personality. I think he's gonna not be happy with himself after the game. And I have to predict his post game press conference, he's gonna say something very like tweet worthy. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I agree. I
think him and Kat, they're both gonna say like the most dramatic shit ever. It's gonna get tweeted all over the place. And I think I don't know. I hope you'd respond.
You know, like a weird matchup I think would be kind of fun is McDaniels versus Vando. I think that could be kind of like a cool, like, both kind of just like quiet guys, but like just
only Timberwolves fans are here for that matchup. We'd love to see that, I think.
Talen Horton-Tucker's only played 13 minutes tonight, 3 points.
Shit, I forgot he was on the Jazz. He was their guy.
Yeah, because that's who'd the Lakers get. That's how they got Pat Bev, right? Was THT and
maybe
what else they give up?
Rodney Hood.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Was it Rodney Hood?
I think so.
Sexton 2's on that team. That's a really fun match. I've always kind of been a Colin Sexton guy ever since he played 3-on-5.
Yeah, I mean, how could
with
you
Minnesota?
Not?
That was pretty cool.
I was a Colin Sexton guy before that when he was in high school. I always watched I think Ball's Life or Hoop Diamonds or something did a documentary on him, like Day in the Life of Colin Sexton. And so I was a fan of him before he even went to Bama.
Your boy Johnny Juzang's on Utah too. Do you know that?
No, that's a game we're gonna have to pay attention to a little bit. I think that'll be a fun one.
Balmero, no minutes far.
Just like
I can kind of see that.
Just like if he was on the Wolves. Just like if he was on the Wolves, man.
Should we do a little round the NBA quick? See what the first scores are today.
Yeah, might as well, bro.
So I think everyone saw last night. Pistons beat the Magic 113-109. Wizards beat the Pacers 114-107. Raptors barely topped the Cavaliers 108-105. I think the Cavs are really going to be a fun team to watch coming this year. Bulls beating the Heat by 8, 116-108. The big matchup of the day, a team that this Timberwolves team could potentially see in the playoffs here. Pelicans beat the Nets by 22 by a score of 130-108.
How's Zion doing that?
Let me check quick. That's a statement win against the Nets, man.
I love Zion, man. I've been a Zion guy. I've been
big Zion numbers here. 25, 9, and 3.
Fuck yeah, dude. I hate the Zion fat jokes, man. That's one of my least favorite things in the whole world. If you want to piss me off, talk about Zion being fat, because I don't think he is. I think
Cat's enemy scored 12 with 15 boards. Valanciunas.
Dude, I hate playing against the fucking Pelicans with Valanciunas.
The new look.
Adams.
Yes. New look Hawks beat the Rockets 117-107. I think the Rockets are a player away from being somewhat, maybe like an 8 through 10 seed.
Would you say that the Hawks are kind of like us this year? They got the big guns in the offseason, and now they're expecting to finish it off.
I don't think they got the big guns like we did. I think they got a bigger gun. I don't think they got the big gun. We
got a bazooka and they got like an AK-47. You could say.
Yeah. We like DeJounte's good. Don't get me wrong.
They could shoot and still miss.
He does not affect the game as much as a superstar like Gobert does, like an All NBA player does.
Okay, all right.
Grizzlies slightly beat the Knicks by 3, 115-112.
I hate the Grizzlies.
I really want the Grizz again in the playoffs, man. I want that match.
Man. If you don't hate the Grizzlies, you got an issue.
The Spurs might be as bad as we think they are. The LaMelo-less Hornets.
Wait, what's up with LaMelo?
He sprained his ankle a few days ago in preseason, so he's going to be out 2 to 3 weeks. They beat the Spurs 129-102, and both those teams are expected to be in the hunt for Wembanyama. So
Hornets?
That should yeah, they're not going to be good this year.
Good.
Because you got to think they're without Bridges right now too.
Okay.
Mavericks are killing the Suns like last year, 54-38 in the second quarter. Blazers up on the Kings by 5 in the second quarter as well. So there's your little rundown of the games. I'm just so glad the NBA is back, man. It's such a fun time of the year having friggin' football, basketball, playoff baseball. Really can't beat it.
Yeah, it gives you something to look forward to in the day. Like you look forward, oh shit, we get to stream the game tonight. We get to have a post-game talk. I love it. But yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff after we go through on Twitter and kind of look at stuff, plays again. We'll have more stuff to talk about. Maybe we'll tweet about those. But yeah, overall reaction, it's kind of hard to do right away. Does anyone have any comments? We'll give you guys about 2 minutes here. Me and Chris will ramble on for 2 more minutes. And if there's any other comments, we'll make sure to touch up on your guys' comments. But
D'Angelo Russell with the quietest 20 points I think I've ever seen in my life.
He is the Cat's known for his quiet 20 or quiet 28, but D'Lo, holy shit, that was quiet. Chris, play of the game for me. One of the play of the games that it's when Ant went ISO on Josh Giddey and shot that mid-range shot, dude. If he was hitting that, this whole game would have been different because I know his confidence would have been up, but he can get that shot anytime. I think that's what you have to look at when you see that play, is that he literally can get that shot any single time down the court. So, I don't know. I think a different night maybe he hits that, and it's a whole new Anthony Edwards night.
Yeah, my play of the game was the second lob from Cat to Gobert. That one was pretty cool. That one was
I don't know if I saw this. I saw the first one, I think. The one that kind of looked like a Cat shot.
That was the first one.
I was like, is that a shot or what? But that's the great thing about Gobert is he just cleans up everything. He's just so impactful. And I don't know, I love to see that. Yeah,
that was good. I think we pretty much covered the game. Don't think we'll be doing any post games on Friday. That's kind of Peyton and I's day to kick back and chill from school. So
yeah.
Yes, we have heard of Blaine.
Yes, sir. I think what we do maybe, Chris, is maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. I don't know. We got to figure. We're horrible at making a schedule. We got to get a schedule down, but yeah, I kind of like the fourth quarter into the post game live show. I think that's a good.
Peyton, we made it. We got bots in our comments now.
Who?
69mega.com. We have a bot finally. Is this our first bot ever?
This is the first bot we've ever had.
Oh my gosh, this is a milestone.
Let's go. Let's just enjoy this.
Have a good time. Find your
69mega.com.
love.
There we go.
Yes, but I think we'll end it there.
Hey,
a win's a win, man.
a win's a win. We got a bot in the comments. I don't think it can get much better than the game tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if you're listening tomorrow, once we upload this, have a great Thursday.